Hello everybody and welcome back to Dragon Quest III. I am Rufal, playing this game for you. Woo! Where is our progress to be found? Well, today, North America. All I have to do is make our way up the Mississippi. Or whatever river system this is. It's hard to tell. There's like a... Take this, punks! Woo! Well done, Ryan. But over here is our destination. And night arrives just as we do. Oh well. Anything around? Ooh, Steph. This is not part of one of those two items of stuff. Hello, sir. New town to the east and a small clearing? No, I did not. A while ago, a man set out to that location to build a town. We haven't seen him since. Yes, that guy is actually still there. But he needs some merchants to help him build his town, which is where my option to the requester of this game comes into play. So let him create the merchant to make the new town. Unfortunately, he has yet to respond in any way at all, so I'm going to open that up to whoever wants it, and I'll just pick whichever name I like the best. So the new town will be named after the merchant. Essentially, it's the merchant's name followed by Berg. In Dragon Warrior 3 it was followed by Vil, but in this one it's followed by Berg. I have a temptation to, and since I was actually planning to turn Puppy into a merchant for the sake of getting all the spells, I have a temptation to make Puppy Berg, but, well, it would also require dropping Puppy off for a very significant part of the game. I would be able to get him back, but, you know. It sounds like a place we'll want to visit. Regardless, the locals have been talking about the thirsty pitcher, so really this is where you would actually get your clues about it. A horse is a horse, of course, but it doesn't talk. There's supposedly a talking horse somewhere in the world, though. Well, sir, if you would look slightly to your left. Hello, Mr. Ed. Thanks, Mr. Ed. Silly person. What have we down the well? We have person. We have tickets. Hooray! Oh, finally the truth has been discovered. Forgive me. It was I who originally stole the picture. I'm originally from the castle town of Edinburgh. I failed to catch my ship home, and I've been stuck here ever since. Unfortunately, one of my colleagues stole the picture from me before we set sail. So that explains the contradicting stories of that the picture is from this place, and yet it ended up in Edinburgh. Also, the real thing we came for. It's the bolt staff. None of our people can equip it, but when it's used in battle, it emulates the Firebane spell. I'm going to let Ryan use it. And shove stuff into the bag. Now to put this staff where I want it. Yay! I'll be making good use of that. And, well, there's still another item to find. We can't find it during the nighttime. Thank you, sir. Oh, sir.
A tribe always speak the truth.
Oh, really? Oh, thank you. Hooray! That guy's going to say the same thing, I just know it. But over here in the weapons and armor shop, they offer clubs, poison daggers, so we can actually buy these things. Battle axes that no one can use. Other kilts, flashy suits, which is goof-off armor, and magic shields. Except for the poison daggers, nothing too out of the ordinary, really.
The Dursi picture, originally from our village. But men from east come here many moons ago, steal it.
You people have an amazing command of our language. Especially the ladies. They speak with less stereotype. Here's our other item. We couldn't get it at night because, well, the horse lover over here was standing on it. Oh well. The item shop also sells some interesting new items. Here we have all the standard stuff. But we also have mohawk wigs. These are accessories which confer the silly personality. Which, well, that's pretty good for fighters, or people who need agility. It's not really along the boat of what I'm after. The silver beret is not an accessory. It's a helmet. It's a ladies only helmet, but it is a pretty good one. It's also relatively cheap. Oh well. Now we're done around here, let's make our way around North America. Definitely not by sailing back out through the Mississippi, though. That's not where I want to go. One menu spot off from where I wanted. So, where are we headed? We are headed to the Tower of Arb, which is a place where the echoing flute can be found. Granted, all we got in the Sioux village was that it is somewhere in this world. Greatest hint ever. But it just happens to be on the other side, on the other side of North America. So the tower's somewhere around LA. Well, you might think it would be a faster trip to just go along land and through North America. Sadly, the Rocky Mountains are in the way. They take the form of impassable mountains. Right. Alright, Ryan, I'll race ya. I won! Take that, thief man. Good work, Bulma. Let us continue. I suppose along the way we'll want to stop by Greenland. Which is not there. No, Greenland is up here. Aha! Oh! Why, I oughta... Yeah. Take that. Yay! Woo! Alright. Here in Greenland, they're particularly rude about placement of the building that's around here. Have to travel off to the right a little bit. Otherwise we'll walk past it. The end of the zone is just past the house. I'm sure they moved it just to annoy people. Just to annoy the player. We have ourselves some metal and a hat. I have no idea how good the silk hat is, because nobody can equip it right now. We'll just set it aside. Hello, sir!
Oh, it's been years since I've seen anyone. That wasn't last. Must have been when the pirates came here. They left a strange bone with me. By the way, have you ever heard about the change staff?
The what now?
Oh, with that staff you can change the shape of your body into anything you can imagine. I heard that the King of Samanosa had something like it. You could reach Samanosa through a traveler's door. But unfortunately, the portal is behind the locked door. Only the final key can open.
Fascinating. Tell me more about this staff.
Oh, I've wanted it for such a long time.
Ah. Hint, hint. Well, with that breadcrumb out of the way. Let's now head back south. Make our way to the coast of California. Take that, punks! If anyone's wondering how exactly it is that fire works so well against oceanic creatures, the idea is more one of thermal shock. These oceanic creatures are used to very cold waters, so we introduce a lot of heat to them, and it doesn't work so well for them. Granted, by that same logic, it's like ice spells shouldn't do much damage to them, but you would think flying shards of ice would cause damage regardless. Oh, bother. Take that, punk. Alright. Let's make our way down the coast, past Alaska, breeze by Canada, and say hi to California. Here, at the Tower of Arb. See? Fancifully enough, this is a dangerous tower to be in. But the enemies are what makes it dangerous, naturally. We should be fine. But there's not an awful lot of treasure to be found here. Oh no, those spells Bulma can't use. It has given her pause. Take that, punk! What was I on about? Oh yes, treasure counts. There's actually only about 7 chests in this entire tower. None of them are down here on the ground floor. Or even this floor. But we do specifically want this direction. All the rest are dead ends. 4 of the boxes are on this floor, but they're in the middle of that giant pit. No treasure to be found on this floor, I think. Nope. And up here's where we have the other three. Excellent. Starting with a cannon box at... Oh. Perhaps I should have thought this through. Thanks, Bulma. Ow. Fortunately, Puppy's got my back. Put it back on, Puppy. I need it. Aha! Small metal, everybody knows what those do. They go into the bag. The benevolent ring increases wisdom. It's an accessory. But, like most accessories, it gives a personality. The personality associated with the benevolent ring is kindly. Which, I wouldn't mind so much if it wasn't so painfully average. So, off to the bag with you. As for getting the 4 chests in the middle of the 3rd floor, we have to take a leap of faith. Aha! And there's our ocarina. Recorder. Echoing flute. Useless plot MacGuffin. So, much like in Dragon Quest II, the echoing flute is used to help us find our plot MacGuffins. In the case of this game, it is the orbs. The various colored orbs. You know, these things. But we are done in this tower. So let's make our escape. I could just cast outside, but I'm not too bothered. Ah! Zombies! Looks like a couple of them are defending. Hence, they are the ones who survived. Good old zombies. Well, they can be annoying if they call for help. Because they summon voodoo doctors. Which really just make you have a bad time. So, where to now? Lake that's in Europe and Asia. No, not the Mediterranean. The one just north of that. It doesn't exist on a real-world map. Cut! Actually, I'm kind of considering just selling Ryan's steel whip. The bolt staff, he doesn't really need it. Take that, punks! Good work, Bulma. So you'll be ready for the ball. Take that. Right. Over here in these forests, we can find the world tree if we are inclined to go look for it. However, the local monsters will tear us to shreds right now, so might not be in our best interest to try. That. Ho-ha. I'd explain how to find the world tree, but we're going to get a hint about that soon. Oh my. Alright. Priorities. That sea slime to go first. Mother. Oh! Ow! Alright. But the one that can cast increase is out of the way. Deal with the dangerous one. Ow. Oh. Woo! Where is it? What am I doing? That would have saved me time. All right. It's snowing. We have kitties. Meow. Meow. Yes? Head south. Explore the area between the four mountains. I mean... Meow. Yes, that's how we find the world tree. There's 4 mountains, and right in the middle of all 4 of them is the world tree, where we can search and find ourselves a Yggdrasil leaf.
Ah, you traveler! Remind me of myself back in the day. Once fought alongside the hero Ortega. They say that she died by falling in a volcano. But I know the truth.
How will you tell me the truth then? Yeah, sadly, he won't tell us the truth. At least about what happened to Ortega. I don't necessarily doubt, not necessarily accusing him of lying. Down this way, you can see Olivia's promontory. And monsters. Tortragons. Fighting these guys might be a bad idea. Mostly because of their incredible defense. Oh yes, and their sleepy breath. They'd have Puppy equip that needle. No! No! Actually, Ron, you keep using that. In theory, the bolt staff will hit it twice before that poison needle will take effect. That is the hope, anyway. I'm so happy for Ryan's insomnia. Sheesh. Out of nowhere, a mournful song can be heard, and strong winds force the ship back. Yeah, we're gonna have to find something of her lost love, Eric, before we can go that way. But, in a different neck of the woods, we find not dangerous things. Yay! But we also find here in this cave not some spring that houses a spirit. Oh, we have ourselves a Pachisi Board. If you want to play, your ticket is right here. Oh yes. We also want this. How many tickets have I managed to amass? There they are. Lots. Probably going to be worth doing. But, board is a little bit complicated. Branches off into 3 directions. Which path is the easiest? Well, truth be told, they're all actually of a very similar difficulty. Except this southern road is it's a little bit rougher. But no matter. Well, here's our starting point. So what can we expect to find on the board? Well, here in this jar, we can find a strength seed. These drawers conceal a turbine. And then we have the junction where we must choose our path. The 3 paths, well, I have different names for them. This one here, I refer to as the Lady Lane. Not because it's easy or anything, but because the items we can find along it are female only. These teleporters, there's one on each path, and they just lead to the other paths in a clockwise fashion. However, in these drawers here, we can find a silver beret, women only. And up these stairs, if we continue along the path, we'll encounter some drawers that have a party dress in them, women only, and then a treasure box with a magical skirt in it, also women only. Hence, it's the Lady Lane. The southern path I call the Rough Road, but it's not particularly difficult. There's just more of these blue squares on them, specifically the ones that take away turns. What's to be found? Well, in this treasure box there's a power belt. In these drawers, there's another Pachisi ticket. And then up the stairs we'll find a jar with a mystic nut. All 3 of these paths have 3 items along it. I'm sure you're starting to notice. But over on this side is the Spender Sprint, which is probably the one I would recommend. Specifically because of the shop that is along it. Yes, that shop. Here in the jar, you can find a luck seed. In the shop, you can buy horn helmets, which we could also buy in Tedenki, so no reason to bother there. But they also sell speed rings for 3,100, or flame rings for 6,500. Flame rings are, well, they're boomerangs, but their attack power is 2 points higher than the steel whip. And up the stairs, there's a drawer with another Pachisi ticket, and a treasure box with a flashy suit. Just vendor trash, really. But once upstairs, all 3 paths join back together. After the join, there's a jar which has a small medal, a treasure box which has another assassin dagger. You know, one of these. And then, of course, there is the goal. The goal has 2 treasure chests. What's an agility seed? The other's a dragon tail. Dragon tail is a whip, a very powerful whip. That's, well, I'll play around with this Pachisi board off screen, largely just to get that small medal. And, we will continue from there to go places. Where exactly, I'm not quite sure yet. I definitely need to rest before hitting up this board, so I'll make use of that in across the straits. Until then, later.